Let's move on to this now. We all know how commendable whistleblowing is, but it can be a very high price. It can come with a very high price to pay to safeguard those who put their lives on the line for the fight against corruption. There has been a petition requesting President Cyril Ramaphosa to provide support and reparations for state capture whistleblowers. The petition is also requesting the amendment of the Protected Disclosures Act. It has already received over 10,000 signatures. For more on this, I'm joined by Tebogo Khaas from the South Africa SMME Forum, joining us now for that conversation. Tebogo, thank you for your time, and I do believe that the capacity in which you are speaking is a different capacity, and you'll clarify in a moment for us. But a petition that has amassed 10,000 signatures, why are you not giving the President space to apply his mind to the recommendations of the Zondo Commission, a phrase that we became used to over the last decade and a half or so? He has the report. It has specific recommendations around the protection of whistleblowers, but you believe this can't wait, hence this petition. Why can't it wait?
The criminals don't have space or need space to apply their mind before they retaliate against those who stand up against their evil doing. And thank you for having me. Yes, indeed, I'm with you in my capacity as chair of Public Interest SA. And we are alive to the fact that the Zondo Commission's report come in 3 phases, and the President has mentioned it, has stated it very unequivocally that he would want to respond to them after he'd received the entirety of the reports. And with that in mind, we are alive to saying, yes, we'll give the President that space. But in the interim, nobody's giving, the wrongdoers are not giving whistleblowers a space. As you would know, in the past week or two, we've had incidents affecting at least 2 that were reported on media, and many others who had incidents where they were approached by shady characters. I'm talking about whistleblowers here. And we're saying we cannot wait for another Babita Deokaram to occur right under the President's watch when he can do something. And the President doesn't have to wait for the Zondo report or the Acting Chief Justice Zondo to tell him what he ought to do, especially in things that he could do. He doesn't have to wait for the Zondo Commission to provide the kind of support that we ask for. I'm talking about safety and safeguarding, making sure that the interests, not only the health, but the safety and security of those affected by their whistleblowing activity is secured. And to the extent that that is not being done, we are very much concerned. And we are saying the President ought to move with speed. Yes, on the issue of the amendment of the legislation, such as the Protected Disclosures Act, we understand that processes have to be followed. There has to be consultation, debates, and so forth. But in the interim, something can be done. In other words, providing security, making sure that the interests of those whistleblowers are protected. Because now, going forward, we all know that with prosecutions looming, the lives of whistleblowers are just going to be even much more in peril than they ever have been. And it cannot be that we let them shoulder this on their own. Some of them have gone in hiding. And it cannot be that they cannot carry on with their lives when the state can do something to ensure that they get the protection that they need.
Yeah. So before I run out of time, Tebogo, what kind of reception have you received on the part of the President or the Presidency? And what would you say to South Africans in light of either the reception you've received already or the reception you anticipate you will receive at the point at which you'll be wanting to hand over your petition?
Yeah, we've written to the Office of the Presidency about a week ago requesting a meeting with the President so we can hand over the petition as well as the memorandum detail the kind of suggestion that we would like to see happen. And we hope that we are not going to be met with the kind of a frosty reception that I saw Minister Gwede Mantashe give to one of your reporters. I think it was Heidi at that time. And to the extent that they have acknowledged receipt of our request for a meeting, we can in good faith hope that the president will act. But we are not just waiting for the state to do to act, because we believe that things can take forever, and as they do take forever for government to act, we have approached also in discussion with private security associations or companies whom we would like to mobilize to ensure that they can provide some kind of interim security to those affected by their whistleblowing. It is not going to be enough, but we appeal that in the interim, government ought to be doing what government ought to be doing and not leave it to the private sectors or the citizen to provide security.
All right, let's leave it there for today. That's Tebogo Khaas. He is from Public Interest South Africa, talking to us about a petition that they've started that has amassed 10,000 signatures and still counting to try and force action even now, even before all three editions of the Zondo report are delivered on the desk of the president, that there can be something that can be done.